Hello fellow mutants, welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to talk about how Cobra Kai Season 5 tribute to Mr. Miyagi brought Ralph Macchio to tears. I gotta admit, I love the tribute to Mr. Miyagi in Season 5. I thought that was beautiful. But let's see what this video says, and I'll shut up. Okay, Mr. Miyagi is one of cinema's most memorable mentors, played by the intimidable Pat Morita. Miyagi is known for his non-traditional approach to teaching karate and for doling out wisdom life advice when it's needed most. He is the heart of the Karate Kid franchise, and Morita, who passed away in 2005, has inspired many of us with his portrayal of everyone's favorite sensei. With the announcement of the spin-off show Cobra Kai, fans of the original series wondered how Miyagi's influence and absence would tie into the new story. Thankfully, the show's creators share a deep love and respect for the crucial character, and they have gone to the great lengths to ensure that Mr. Miyagi's influence and spirit is still felt throughout all 5 seasons of Cobra Kai. And it really is. It almost feels like Pat Morita hadn't died. Because even though we haven't seen him, with exception of flashbacks, it feels like he's like a very important part of the Cobra Kai series, and I like that. I like how they are respecting the old. So I can respect that. I respect and value Cobra Kai for that reason. Well, that's one of the reasons. Let's go. In the show's latest season, out today on Netflix, Daniel LaRusso is struggling to cope with the return of his nemesis, Terry Silver. Through a series of dupes at the end of season 4, Silver has now taken full control of the Cobra Kai dojo, and he plans to franchise the brand and presumably use it for evil. Daniel, who suffered through Silver's abuse training techniques in Karate Kid Part 3, is determined to stop Silver from ruining karate in the valley. For his laser-sharp focus on Silver quickly begins to cause problems for him in his personal life. It's clear that Daniel is in desperate need of some good old-fashioned Miyagi guidance, and when it finally arrives in Season 6 of the new season, the emotional weight of the moment isn't just felt on screen. Wait, is it Season 6? Then why are they... Is that Season 5? Why are they bringing up Season 6? As if we've seen it already. Maybe it's typo, I don't know. During filming, Macchio was moved to tears remembering Miyagi and the man who brought him to life. Jumping back in time. After a disastrous fight between Daniel and Amanda, and a solo fight with Silver that leaves him emotionally and physically shaken, Daniel is ready to throw in the towel. However, during the pivotal scene in episode 6 of season 5, in which Amanda takes Daniel to visit Miyagi's old house, she is able to convince him to continue the fight. For fans for the original movies, people like me, because I love the original movies, I advise you guys to watch Karate Kid 1, 2, and 3, and the next Karate Kid. All are masterpieces, in my opinion. Anyways, for fans of the original movie, seeing Miyagi's old bedroom will no doubt provoke feelings of nostalgia. Amen to that. Yeah, it did. The space is filled with Miyagi's things, a now dead bonsai tree, and pruning shears. A picture of his wife and a note left for Daniel with instructions on how to paint the house, and Daniel, choking up, remarks that it's like a time capsule in here. This scene honors not just the importance of Miyagi to Daniel, but also the impact Miyagi had on the entire Karate Kid series. In a recent roundtable interview, Ralph Macchio was asked about this particular moment. He revealed that the director of the episode, Joel Nov, Nov, Novoa, sorry if I mispronounced your name, asked him if he could play music from the original film score during the shoot. Macchio obliged, and the impact the music had on him during filming was immense. When I opened the door, Nofa, hold on, my cat's scratching. When I opened the door, Nova just started playing that music, and it was a rush. I immediately welled up, seeing these pictures and thinking of that. Macchio notes that this scene was always filmed over and over, but an emotional impact of the moment stayed with him through the rest of the takes. He explains how Miyagi's presence is always a thread that is important to the show for Daniel LaRusso and for me. And he refers to moments like this scene as expressing the magic of what Mr. Miyagi was and still is. It's no coincidence, then, that the scene marks the beginning of the collective upspring against Silver. They slip and fall, but somehow help each other. It's awesome. Says Macchio about the characters on the show, and Miyagi's presence and wisdom have always been the reason for that. Miyagi approval. Pat Morita, who played Miyagi in all four of the Karate Kid films, not only had an impact on screen but off screen. The rest of the cast and crew. He was beloved by those who knew and worked with him, and in the roundtable interview. Both William Sabak, who plays bad boy Johnny Lawrence, and Macchio talk about Morita and what they think his feelings would be about Cobra Kai. Sabak and Macchio agreed that Morita is watching the show from somewhere in the great beyond. I think he's a big fan, says Sabak. I think he's trying to figure out a way to get in on it. Macchio elaborates more, saying Miyagi is there throughout the show through so many characters. There's so many characters, and I think he would be very, very proud and really embrace that. I think he's very pleased the care that's been taken with the original franchise. Fans of both the original series and Cobra Kai would definitely agree with the statement. None of the seasons has below 90% on Rotten Tomato. And there is no doubt that Miyagi, both his presence on the original series and his ties to Cobra Kai, are large parts about making the shows so successful. I think this is so right up his alley, says Sabak. He was just great. He was so funny, and he personified Miyagi. I think he would be thrilled. We miss him. So that's sweet. I think this is like a huge compliment to Pat Morita. And like I said, I feel like even though he's not alive anymore, sadly, Pat Morita is still a core figure in this season. And it's really felt in this season. And one thing that this show does well, it honors the old really beautifully. And not only honors the old, brings in the new and combines the old and the new together and does this Dragon Ball fusion of it in such a beautiful way. And I have tons of respect for the show. And if you guys seen the show, you guys will get why this show is so beloved. If you guys haven't watched the show, I highly suggest you guys doing that. Because this show is so beloved. And Cobra Kai deserves all of his love. And you can tell the people behind the show really respects the lore, really respects the fan, really like, well, lore I guess means old too, but still, really loves the history of Cobra Kai and wants to do right by not only the legacy of the Karate Kid, but also wants to do right by the characters, by Pat Morita, who did Mr. Miyagi, and the fans of the Karate Kid. And it's felt in this show, and I can really respect that. So, I advise you guys to watch this show. It's really amazing, but I'm going to shut up now. What do you guys think about this article? Let me know in the comment section down below. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. And I'll catch you fellow mutants later. Later, taters.